Let's take a little look-see at our nervous system. Here it is. Now let's represent the nervous system as a chart. Down here we have our parasympathetic nervous system. When this system is active, we take deep breaths and we feel at ease. It would be lovely if we could hang out here all the time. But life presents us with challenges, so our body puts energy into our sympathetic nervous system. This is where our fight or flight response lives. We evolved fight or flight responses so that we could react to things like predators or other threats. But nowadays, energy can be triggered by the stress of our modern world. Our body doesn't differentiate between the stress of a predator and the stress of our work or personal life. It simply responds to a perceived threat. And because the body has more influence over the mind than the mind does over the body, if we get a little bit of energy into our system, that can translate to us feeling frustrated or worried. And as more and more energy goes into our sympathetic system, we experience more extreme emotions. If we get an intense amount of energy into our system, it's possible for our sympathetic system to become overwhelmed and shut down, and our parasympathetic system kicks back in. When animals in the wild experience this, their body goes limp and it's flooded with natural opiates. This can help them prepare for death, or it can help them escape, because predators don't like eating dead things. The same thing happens to us humans, but because we have a neocortex, when our system is in the freeze state, we can get up and move around. But if we stay here for a long time, we can feel depressed, disassociated, and separate from the life that we knew before. Now that we have a basic idea of our nervous system, let's tidy up and take another look. Imagine we're down here, relaxed in our parasympathetic system. But then we gotta get up and go, so energy goes up into our sympathetic nervous system. We're engaged and we perform as best as we can. And then we go back home and we regulate our system and we relax back into our parasympathetic state. Ideally, this is where our baseline lives, regulating in and out of a deeply restful state. But if we experience stress long term, our bodies can hold on to that energy, causing our baseline to shift higher. So now we're regulating between frustration and anger, or worry and fear. And if we're living all the time in a frozen state, we may try to rigidly control our lives or live in chaos in order to keep our system frozen, which we will associate with feelings of relative calm. Because when our system actually relaxes, we don't go down into the green zone, we come down into a panic or a rage. However much stress is held in our body, by learning to access our natural tremoring mechanisms through T.R.E, we can release energy from our system. And with regular practice, we can move our baseline down to access deeper relaxation and ease more consistently.